Hi everybody, this is Bob Young coming to you again from Redline Archaeology with another rare find from the Midwest. This time we go to the wonderful state of Kansas. A little town called Atchison is where this collection was unearthed. There's over 60 pieces in here, including rumblers, chop cycles, and of course all our favorites, Redline Hot Wheels. So let's get to it. The provenance on this is an original one owner that was in storage for about 50 years and just was pulled out, and the gentleman decided to sell it to me. So I'm very excited about this collection. Lots of good stuff in here, and so let's get to it. You know, I still have another collection over there from North Carolina, and then another one's coming in from Texas. A large one's coming in from Texas with some really nice pieces, like an orange white interior Barracuda's in that one, really nice orange Charger, and a lot of other really clean pieces. So we've got a rally case, 12-car rally case, and then two 48-car collector race cases here, okay? So let's start with the rally case, get that out of the way. Move the box out, and we'll get started. So again, I always give instructions to, you know, wrap the cars in tissue. Here the gentleman actually used thin black, looks like electrical tape, and paper towels or toilet tissue, I'm not really sure. But here we go. We've got a really nice cement mixer here, white interior, it's copper. It's got a little bit of playwear scattered nicks throughout, but really nice example. I just love the heavyweights with the white interiors, you know. A decent base, a little tarnished, but really nice example of a cement mixer. Okay, let's see what we got up here. Trying to get the cars out of the way because it looks like the chop cycles or rumblers were put on here. Oh, we got the back half of a moving van. So, see if I can find the cab. It looks like it was right next to it. And it's the nice, more desirable blue one with the white interior. That's the one that you want with the moving van. Really nice tires on it. Chrome is in really good shape. But that's, in my opinion, the more difficult color for the cab with the moving van. And then the white interior is certainly a plus. White interior is a plus, I think, in most, if not all, Redlines. You know, sometimes it jacks the value up, you know, anywhere from 25 to 100% of its value, sometimes even more with the Grand Prix cars and stuff like that. So here you go. Here is a nice rumbler. Now, I had a few as a kid. Now this one's Chop and Chariot. Pretty self-explanatory, being in the Chariot. I know rumbler collectors really like the purple riders. So here's a really nice rider, white helmet, really looks unplayed with to me. Beautiful chrome on the wheels on both sides. And you know, it's got the balance bar on the bottom. A lot of times they are missing or unattached and found elsewhere in the collection. But there's a really nice rumbler. I know they've picked up recently too, over the last 6 months to a year. Their values have really doubled or tripled in some instances. But I'm a big fan of these cars. They were a lot of fun. This looks like, here's another one. I'll always look for the names. They're always in different places on these. So I don't know the name of this one offhand. This is actually one I had as a child, but another one really in great shape. Tan driver, black top hat. Really great condition. A lot of times when I get these, the points will be broken off the top, but that one's in still intact there. It looks like a spade or an arrow tip, but really nice condition rumblers. A lot of times you don't get them in that type of condition. And like I said, the little, the roll bars on the bottom are typically not there, more times than not. And here's another one. Like I said, I don't know the names. I'm familiar with them, but I'm just not familiar with a lot of their names. So here's another really nice one, very common one. Brown rider, brown suit rider with the black top hat. Great condition. Really no wear anywhere on this, except just age. 50 years of sitting in the case. But really well kept cars. I mean rumblers, not cars. Here's another one. The little roll bar came off of it. See if I can attach this while I'm talking to everybody. I get to move that thing back. It snaps in place, but I'll get to that later. But there's another one with the roll bar. Really nice condition. Blue rider, orange seat, yellow furring on the front, I guess for lack of better terms. Great condition though. These rumblers are really, really nice condition. These might be, I thought I had some chop cycles in here. Maybe I did, maybe I had all rumblers. And here's another one. I don't see a name on this one. Oh, wait a minute, here it is. Is this it? Boy, my eyes are getting bad, even with glasses. I can't, has rumblers on one side and then the name is, it's there. Squealer, 3 Squealer. I don't know, something like that, but really, really great condition. Tan helmet, tan rider, really, really nice rumbler. Yeah, some of these look like chop cycles. That's probably where my confusion was a little bit, because they have the wider backs to them, like the chop cycles did. But I thought I had a couple in here, but I guess I didn't. I guess they were just all rumblers. Oh well, maybe I'll find them later. Here's a really nice one. And the Revolution. There's, I know that's a little bit more valuable than the standard ones, but brown suit, brown hat, or brown helmet, I should say. Really fantastic condition all around. Just looks unplayed with to me. Just beautiful. I know the Revolution is, demands more money than other ones do. So, and looks like we got the back of something. Lots of little parts from cars. I'm not so sure these are Hot Wheels, but no parts that I really recognize anyway. But we got a dump truck. Green, I think the most common color. Crack in the windshield, but other than that, it's really, really nice condition. The paint's good, everything's good, decent base, dark interior. Like I said, I really like these in the with the white interiors. But nice example of a heavyweight, really nice. You could upgrade that just because of the crack in the window. Other than that, you know, you'd have a hard time upgrading that car if you're looking to purchase one of those. All right, let's see what we got here. First thing we see is a Sizzler Battery, which is never a good sign in a collection. The Sizzlers, when those batteries leak out over time, they destroy the chrome on cars, and the acid can also wreak havoc with the red lines. And there's, I don't know what these little parts are too, but there's a bunch of them in that rally case. But I'll just leave that aside. So let's see what we got here. We got a Python without an engine. So what you call a beater. As you can see, I won't spend any time on that. That'll be the beater row in the back. And usually with collections, I'll have at least one beater roll. Here's an orange Cougar, but beater, missing the hood, all beat up. You know, these are resto cars. I give a lot of these things away. So if you need some cars in your store, just let me know. You will have to pay for postage though. Shipping, that's all I ask. I can send you some of these cars if you want them. Really nice antifreeze hot heap. Wow, beautiful. Really nice condition. Beautiful wheels. Nice white interior. Really nice base too. Really shiny base. But there, that's such a great color in Redlines. The antifreeze looks great on every car. Yeah. One of my probably top 3, top 5 colors for the Redlines. So Jackrabbit Special, dark interior. Get them in every collection. Sometimes multiple ones. Must have been a very popular car back in the day. Cool looking, but extremely common. My landscaper's here. I guess doing a little fall cleanup with all the leaves that we have here in our town. We live out by horse farms and very historic town in southern central New Jersey. Whoop. Here's a Sizzler. I gotta tell you, I really don't ever get rid of my Sizzlers. I really like to keep them. It was some of the most fun I had as a kid You know, with this Redline Era, I just thought it was so amazing that these cars could be charged and ripped around the track and the big oval and all that. But I just really enjoyed the Sizzlers. But I have a bunch of them up in one of my cases up there, and I just like them. Here we go. I think this one's called the Hot Head or something. Was I right? Yeah, the Hot Head in orange. Let's see how the chrome wears off. And there are people that do re-chrome these cars, but I have some fat daddies and I'm looking to getting re-chromed. But everything else is really nice in orange. I mean, I don't see Sizzlers in orange very often. But so much fun back in the day. Those Sizzlers were some of the best. You know, people think that I like the Sizzlers more than Redlines when I talk about them, but I like them all. Here we go. Here's a wheel donor. It's like the back hub was broken off. So it's what's this, a Brabham Repco F1, but it's got a broken wheel in the back. So that'll go back here. Just a donor car. Looks like there's the wheel that goes to it, but there's no hub. Oh well. Here's what it is. Hot heap, you know, no interior. I'm sure I have interiors upstairs. I could probably pop in there and put some nice wheels on. The paint's pretty good on this, so it's an aqua. I'll put that back in the beater row. So, you know, it's a typical collection. A lot of cars were played with. You know, they should have been played with back in the day. Now they're missing parts. Here's another example: white enamel chaparral missing the wing. That's not unusual to find them like that. It's more unusual to find them with the wing. So, you know, unless I find the wing for that, that's going to be a donor car too. All right, next grouping up. Got a little creative here with this time. Just went right around all the cars with the tape. Oh boy, let's see. Oh, these are, I guess these are the buttons. The buttons that came with the cars too. If you look for any buttons, let me know. I've got bags of them. Plastic, metal. Plastic, in my opinion, are rarer, and they certainly, I think they have twice the value of the metal ones. Metal ones are so plentiful, you know. And most people kept them. They were cool. They were really nice. But as you can see, with all these buttons, it only looks like there's maybe one plastic, one or two plastic ones in the whole grouping, and that was the Paddy Wagon and the whipped creamer. So I'll just put these back here. Every car's got a button. Here's a decal sheet, flower decal sheet, and what else? And some portion. There's another sheet down there. No Olds 442 sheets. I only hit them once in my 28 plus years of doing this. And it was in that Tucson collection that I just did a blog about on redlinearchaeology.com. I featured that. I'm going to do the top 5 collections of all time. That's certainly one of them. But that was a collection where I found 22 sticker sheets in one Olds 442 in one collection. Well, it was a former employee collection, so it must have been some type of mechanic or foreman or somebody on the design team that was ripping Oldses apart, kept the stickers, you know, and I guess they were doing some type of design with them. And there's a really nice yellow whipped creamer, really nice shape, really good condition there. You know, decent base, a little tarnished, but nice yellow whipper. Whipped creamer is another one that I get in a lot of collections. Very popular common car for the day. Don't see them in yellow a lot, but do get them in the other colors. Here's a Diora, pretty beat up, missing the boards. So that'll go back here. It's kind of the graveyard on that back row there. That's where Redlines go to die, I guess. But here's Peeping Bomb. I always pull the lever back, and happened to be one time in 28 years that orange headlight showed up, and it was an orange one, really good condition. But I actually wrote about it in my book as well. So there it is, really nice. That looks yellow to me, but it could be lime yellow. A little tin of lime in there. I mean, the yellows, if you can see these cars, I don't know if you can see them there, but I'll give you a close up at the end. You can really tell the difference. It's pretty stark. It's like when you put a rose next to a red, you know, that kind of tells you what it is. And the antifreeze with the lime greens too. A lot of people get them mixed up. And the antifreeze, like I talked about in my last video, like this, it has a real milky feel to the paint, whereas the lime greens have a real shiny Spectraflame look to them. That's how you tell the difference. Here's a Mustang. Who knows if it was an open hood scoop or not because it's missing, but beat up, same thing. You know, the wheels are missing all the chrome too, so that'll go in the Redline graveyard there, or the waiting room. This one feels like an ambulance or something. Yeah, it is. Oh, really nice orange one with a white interior. Perfect. Perfect. That's a little playwear, but white interior is nice. Chrome's nice. A little tarnish on the base, not much though. But really a nice, nice example of an orange white interior heavyweight. After all these years, you can just feel the cars through the paper, know exactly what they are, doing this so long. This one's got a piece of tape on it. Why, I have no idea, but it's certainly discolored over the years. I'll probably have to try to remove that with some warm water and soap. Well, there, part of it's coming off now, but I'm sure I can get most of that off. But another really nice condition, better condition than the other one. It's just they put tape on it, but I could probably get that off. But really no playwear, nicks at all on this one. So, beautiful white interior. That one should clean up really well. Actually be better, but I'll have to do a little, put a little elbow grease into that one. So, still got 3 trays left after this. Oh, really nice condition. Police cruiser. It's funny, these enamel paint police cruisers, I usually find them in really nice condition. I guess kids back then really liked to look at these because they were, you know, first responder type of thing. Maybe they had dads that were police officers or whatever, but they always seem to show up in really good condition. This has a really nice base as well. So, yeah, they're still cutting grass here in Jersey, as you can see. But we've had a really beautiful, beautiful fall. It's in the 50s today. And here's another police cruiser. Now this must be the one that he played with, as you can see, with the nicks and chips on it. But the other one looked like he just left to look at. So, who knows? Could have had a dad, uncle, grandfather that was a policeman that maybe bought him a couple, one to keep and one to play with. And here we go with same thing, the fire department. Now these could use a new set of wheels. They just look like they were rubbed off. And they're not capped wheels, so it'll be easy to take off. Not that the capped are hard to take off, but really nice condition. Fire Chief Cruiser. Okay. These little guys are starting to fight me now coming out there. Well, red Chariot. Really pretty good shape. Just got to straighten out the wheels. Yeah, a nice white interior that you see in them. Really good condition. A few nicks. Oh, another sticker sheet. Anybody needs sticker sheets, reach out to me. It's got Lotus, it's come with the Lotus. It's got the Lotus sticker on it. I used to own a Lotus years and years ago, the Esprit Turbo 1990. Love that car, had it for about 10 years. There's a nice aqua split image. Great color in this casting. And tarnished base though. But really nice example of an aqua split image. And the last one in this tray. Let's see, it's like a Red Baron. Now these are the ones you never find with shiny helmets. Rare, few and far between. Now here has everything else is really nice. A little bit of edge wear and some high points, but the helmet is always dulled out almost 99% of the time. You find them with that shiny helmet, hold on to them. For some reason, age is not kind to the Red Baron's helmet, but everything else looks good on that. All right, next tray. So I've been getting a lot of emails and texts and and messages lately about, you know, people asking me for advice on, you know, how to find these collections, since I seem to do it on a fairly regular basis. Yeah, don't be fooled. You know, there's times when you go through months and months of not even getting a phone call. So it's not always, you know, it's not always pouring red lines. It just seems recently it has been. But I also put a lot of time and effort and money into, you know, my website, my marketing efforts to drum up collections. And it's, you know, that took like 6 months from what he told me, my web designer for my company. And, you know, it's kicking in now, which is good. Almost every day I'm getting offers of collections. And, you know, some of them are, you know, not so good. And I pass them on to a friend of mine in Florida who likes to buy them and he auctions them off. But, you know, but some of them are really good. Like this collection is a really nice snake. But what I was going to say is, you know, there's a really good way of doing this economically and a grassroots effort. I wrote all about it in a blog recently on my Redline Archaeology website. You should read it. It'll only take you 5 minutes to read it, but it should give you some good ideas. And I actually had a collector reach out to me to tell me that he's you know, he just started making his flyers and he's going to put them around different bulletin boards in the supermarkets and coffee shops and everything and hardware stores to see if he can drum up some local collections. So I think what motivates people is when I hit a collection and it's either in their hometown or close to where they live. That kind of motivates them to, oh boy, I just missed one right in my backyard. So, you know, they're out there. These things are out there. Don't think that they've dried up. These are everywhere. So there's a nice 31 green woody, dark interior, you know, flat roof, and not crinkled, but beautiful, beautiful car. Really, really nice condition. But, you know, people years ago, I mean, I've been hearing this for probably 20 years. That stuff ain't out there anymore. Everything's been thrown away. Our parents threw it away like they threw away my baseball cards and everything else. And, you know, but I'm living proof that you can find this stuff. You just have to make the effort. White interior, green, 280 SL. Really nice shape. Really pretty base too. Really nice base. But you have to put the time in. You have to be persistent with this. You know, it's like starting a business. You have to market. You have to brand yourself. You have to do the things. You have to spend a little money. But there's ways of not spending too much money. Back in the day when I had no money, you know, I would make business cards up. I made flyers up. I would drive around neighborhoods, older neighborhoods, you know, where people were right in the right demographic that may have had these cars, either grandparents, parents, or, you know, people my age at the time. And I would drop them off, you know, on the outside of their mailboxes. You know, obviously you can't solicit. You're not supposed to even do that, but back in the day you could get away with that a little bit more. But that's a really nice white enamel chappy there. A few tiny nicks on some high points, but other than that, that's a really nice example. Now here's a really nice example of favorite color and my favorite Grand Prix, and this might end up in my case. I don't say that too often, but there's a really nice purple Lotus turbine. But what I was saying is, you know, the collections are out there. You have to get the word out. Get a little business card. There's local toy shows, pass them out to the vendors. If you go to flea markets, pass them out to the people that set the tables up, the ones that do the cleanouts. You know, reach out to the people that do the estate sales, the estate cleanouts. See if you can get, you know, a jump on that. You know, let them know that you're a good, solid buyer. And don't be cheap with people, you know. Be honest, tell them exactly what they're worth, and then pay a percentage, whether you want to pay 50%, 60, 80, or sometimes 90%. You know, just tell them, look, I can pay retail anywhere, but, you know, you just got to leave me a little bit of room. And most people will, because, yeah, there's a nice purple turbo fire. It's got some playware though. White interior, dull base, but very common. I'll be able to get that sticker off. That won't be a problem. But you know, you just got to get the word out. You get the word out, and you're just persistent with it. You make the flyers up. Reach out to me. Look, it's never been a secret what I do. You know, people ask me all the time, how do you do it? How do you do it? I tell you, it's in my book. Read my book. I give you a whole detailed outline of how I do it. There's a really nice purple twin mill, my favorite color in this casting, and that is in really, really pretty shape, white interior. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, cool, Very cool car. I think Ira Guilford designed that back in the day before he left Mattel. Not sure though. Don't quote me on that. My memory serves me right. But you have to really beat the pavement, and you have to go to areas where people are passing by, like in a supermarket where the bulletin boards are, where people leave their business cards and advertisements and stuff like that. Go on local yard sale in your area, Facebook pages, and post a link to your Facebook page saying I collect old Hot Wheels. Put some pictures up there, the most recognizable ones, like the Paddy Wagon, the Twin Mill, like you got here, a nice green one. Put the Beach Bomb up there. Put the silhouettes, the Beatnik Bandit, all the most recognizable ones that, if you would have seen that unknowing, or haven't seen your Hot Wheels in 50 years, you'd be like, oh my goodness, I used to have them. I still have them up in my attic. Let me give this guy a call. Maybe they're worth something now. Because when I figured out they were worth something, I was already in my early 30s, and I let my kids play with them. They were strewn all over the basement. They were between cushions and the couches and chairs and toy boxes, and then my mom brought over a advertisement about how Mattel was going to celebrate their 25th anniversary the following year, and those little 67-cent cars that you had as a kid may now be worth something, and that's when I rounded them all up and got into this whole thing. There's a white interior, purple. Vicky certainly could use some new tires, and it's got some playwear. Not crazy. Really nice display piece. You could certainly upgrade it, but it might be a good filler for someone at this point. You put some new tires on it. But like I said, it's never been a secret what I do, but people just aren't willing to put the time in. You have to put the time in, and you have to be consistent and persistent. That's the key. And there's a nice purple. But I'll tell you what, if I dust this off, it's got some chips, so that might not be a bad car. It's got a dark interior, though. I like these with the white interiors. One of my favorite castings is the Demon. Just so cool, like aggressive looking, almost like a gangster car, But yeah, it's a process. It's like starting a business and branding it and getting the word out. Nice purple coupe, minor playwear. New set of wheels would do this wonders. But I tell you, this person as a kid had pretty good taste. Redline colors. He must have been like me. I always wanted purple. If it wasn't purple, I got magenta or blue, the closest thing to it. Purple Ford J car. Played with, not unusual. But clean that up a little bit. It'll look a lot better. Get those stickers off of there and get the dust off it. Okay, we got 2 more trays to go. Let's see what we got here. But it's fun when you hit these collections, and when you hit them locally, it's even, it's even more exciting when you walk into someone's house and see just cases set up on the table and track sets and everything like that. And that has always given me a rush. Now here's a dark interior, green enamel, played with Volkswagen. It doesn't have all the capital letters underneath, but everything's intact. And if you're looking for a filler, green enamel, there it is. Another VW here. And this is the nice one of the two. This is the lime green, white interior. About as nice as you're ever going to find in a VW. And let's see, no, not capitals, but really, really pretty. Great combination of colors with the white interior and the lime yellow. Look at that. Just really, really shines. But you can see the difference here. I'll show you. I sat it right next to the hot heat, the antifreeze hot heat. So, but yeah, I'm telling you, once you this is like a drug. Once you hit one collection, you don't stop. You just keep going. This looks like an olive Corvette. Not really nicked up or anything, but just aged. New wheels on that, partly tarnished base. That might not be a bad car. Put some new wheels on it, but you could certainly upgrade that. But that's it. Not many chips or nicks on it at all. A little bit of wear, it looks like, on the front fender, but not much. All right, we got a blue heavy Chevy, very common. Find these in blue a lot. Played with, not unusual. but you know, decent piece. Filler, another filler piece. Let's see. Oh, we got a, it's like an olive Camaro. You got that spotty toning on it. The hood's actually nice. A lot of times that goes. It's got some Goodyear decal in the back of it, but you know, not chipped up or anything. Swap out a couple wheels, but you do have that toning that happens in these cars. But it is US. It's got the clear glass. Anyone interested in that, let me know. Not a bad car. I got the snake there. I wonder where that mongoose could be. Usually they sit right next to each other every time. Now here's a really nice example of another very common color in the heavy Chevy. But stickers are really, you know, 99% there. Nice shiny base. Wheels are good. Doesn't look like it was played with much, you know. But Hong Kong, so typical paint quality of a Hong Kong. But nice, dark interior. Not a bad car. Actually a pretty nice car when you look at it. Pretty nice car. All right, I remember we had two sand crabs. One was missing the canopy, and this is it. So this looks like the hot pink that was played with. So then we'll go back here. In the Redline graveyard. And here's a really nice example. Boy, I just love these bases. King Cuda. Look how shiny that is. I don't know why they didn't do them all over chrome. But, you know, here's a really nice King Cuda club car. Really pretty. So, spoilers have quite the following amongst us Redline collectors. We all love them. All right, here's the stickered up, well stickered up, but yeah, some nicks scattered throughout, but really nice hot pink sand crab. Yeah, not an uncommon color in that casting. You know, hot pink has certainly a mystique to it, and people think all hot pinks are, you know, extremely valuable, but they're not. This is a shame because this is a really nice Maverick. Anybody has a Maverick wing out there extra, let me know. But boy, that's a stunner. Otherwise, if you had that wing was complete, you'd have a really, really, really nice base on it. I mean, the paint is just incredible on this magenta Mighty Maverick. All right. And I'm going to do the video maybe later today on the other collection over there, the one from North Carolina, because I got a really nice one coming in this weekend from Texas. So really nice example of a Beach Bomb blue, dark interior, but I don't see much of any play wear on here at all. A little tarnished in the base, not bad though, but wow, what an example. You know, people just love the Beach Bombs. I do too. They're cool. Very cool. I remember back in the day, Dole pineapple juice had a giveaway that if you collected six, I think it was 6 labels off of Dole pineapple, the cans used to come in these big cans, and so my mother said, well, I'll get that for you, but you have to drink it. And I could not stand pineapple juice when I was a kid. But boy, did I suck down those 6 cans over about a month period, and filled it out, sent $1 in or whatever you send in, and I got a Beach Bomb, a purple one, in the mail. They gave you, I think they gave you a selection, like 3 or 4 cars you could circle or pick, and I picked the Beach Bomb. I got a really nice purple one. So there's a really, really clean blue python. I know these pythons are one of my favorite castings, and I know they've really gone up in value. I mean, this is like blister pack fresh, this one. That one may end up in my collection, but beautiful, beautiful wheels as well. Yeah, my personal collection, which I'm going to be doing a video of and a blog on soon, is I'm actually having it done professionally by a collector friend of mine, Carmine Cantwell Jr. He's a very talented high school senior in New Jersey, and he works as part of the AV team at his high school, and he's going to produce the video for me of my personal collection, the history of what I've done. So I'm excited about that, and it's going to be an amazing video. I've seen Carmine's work, and he's just a very talented young man. There's a nitty gritty kitty with some playware, but everything's there. Aqua. Put that with the spoilers here. So this is, a lot of collections I've got recently, I've been, floored with the overall condition of them. But this is a typical Redline collection. You got beaters, you've got mild playware, moderate playware. You can tell which cars were played with. You can tell how much the overall collection was played with. And this is typical. There's an Aqua Lotus, but this is the one he played with. Thank goodness he didn't play with the purple one. That's the one I really like. Maybe he really liked it too by the amount of purples that he has in his collection. But this is typical. The atypical ones are the ones that are really, really unbelievably kept. And the one that's coming in this weekend is one of those. That one is just, the quality of the cars consistently are, the majority of them look really like C9 on up. And just amazing collection, and some really nice combinations. And I think the collection originated in California and then they moved to Texas, but there you go. There's an Aqua Demon. Like I said, one of my favorite castings. Just so cool. But so I think I'm really excited for that collection. I'm excited for all these collections. I like them all. I don't care if things were a little played with or things are imperfect. They're all imperfect. They're imperfect when they come off the factory line. That's why I don't like to call things mint or C10, because in my opinion, there's no such thing. I think it's either factory fresh or blister pack fresh is, in my opinion, a better way to describe these cars, because they're all flawed. I just picked up a light blue Olds 442 with nothing wrong with it, but there's a factory flaw in the front right fender. There's a little dip in the metal. So there must have been a little air bubble that got out afterwards as it was curing in the mold, and that's a factory flaw. But to me, that doesn't take away the value. It gives it personality, It's not like it's chipped up or scratched or broken, but there's a very common Paddy Wagon. See them in almost every collection, if not every collection I get. But these cars, when you have a steward or someone that was maybe a collector as a kid and didn't really run them down the track much, man, they're unusual. That's certainly the exception to the rule, in my opinion. It's not the ones like this. This is the rule. Now there's another beautiful example of the Mongoose. That's as nice as they come. Doesn't look like it was ever run down the track. Doesn't look like it was even touched after the stickers were put on. The stickers are nice and clear and white. A lot of times they'll come out discolored a little bit or yellow, but really, really nice. Oh, look at that. Look what I just found. Isn't that interesting? The back part of the wing, it was taped on to the Mighty Maverick. So I might have to get a little creative here and try to, if I can, do something with that, crazy glue or something like that without making it look horrible. But we'll see, because that car is blister pack fresh. That is a beauty. Here's another really nice one. It's got a few nicks on it, but a really nice Aqua Nomad. I've been hitting a lot of really nice Nomads lately, but this has some play wear on it, not too much. Headlights are still painted, Front looks good. If they're not jammed up in the front or back, chances are they weren't played with too much, because a lot of times the cars would slam into the back of each other on the tracks, or the rod runner would take care of the roofs, scrape them up a little bit, depending on how many times they ran through the rod runner or the supercharger. Really nice gray, white interior, P917. Really love this casting. Really like that casting. Of the full-size Grand Prix, that's my favorite casting. Just really think it's cool. Mattel, even to this day, Mattel's designers and how true they are to these original design cars just amazes me. Just has always amazed me. Paddy Wagon, a little bit lesser condition, but little flower sticker on the top for a nice added touch. But I got another Paddy Wagon. Hey, right there behind you. But 4 more cars to go. So I'll try to get that other video done today on the other collection. I think there's some good pieces in there. There's the Aqua tan interior Beatnik Bandit. Not much flavor on that either. Nice wheels, both sides. You know, really pretty example of that. That guy right there. Looks like the front of it. So it probably run down the track a few times. Looks like the front end of it is a little bit chipped. So it tells you it was slamming into the back. The Beatnik Bandit's got that front end that sticks out. And the two areas right where the headlight would be sticks out too. Here's a Shelby, really nice condition. Red, beautiful wheels. Looks like the base is tarnished, but really nice example of the Shelby. That right here. All right, 2 to go. So here's Jackrabbit Special, another one. Like I said, it's the funniest thing. Them, the Paddy Wagons. Not only do you get, you know, one in every collection, but sometimes you get two. And this is no exception to the rule with this collection. It's a popular car, I guess. I guess us kids of the '60s really like those cars. They look cool. You know, you never saw something like that. Almost looks like a modern day. Or was it the Plymouth Fiera, the Ford Fiera they came out with? Kind of looks like that without the roof. And there you go. A nice, that looks like lime green silhouette with a white interior. That was one of my first cars. Just like that. I think mine had the dark interior as a kid. This whole front end started separating on me. I don't know if you ever had that issue. I kept trying to glue it with Elmer's glue as a kid. Never worked. I even put a clothespin on it one time. I'll never forget that. I just love this car. So there you go. There's the collection. All right. So the wonderful state of Kansas has produced an original one-owner collection for me here at Redline Archaeology. There it is in all its glory. I'll put the cases up here as well. And I'll take some pictures and put them on my Facebook page. And there you have it. Whoop. And here's the buttons. I'll lay them out before we do anything. But there you go. There is the Atchison, Kansas collection. Like I said, in all its glory. There are the rumblers. And some other, you know, really clean, nice cars. Let me bring some more light onto it. Some Sizzlers in the back there. The Redline graveyard in the back. But some of these cars just need a little bit of cleaning up. And they'll be fine. But yeah, your typical collection right there, folks. There it is. That's what I find, I'd say 75, 80% of the time. Stuff like that. Sometimes you can pull a car or two out and put in your personal collection. The rest are, I try to get in the collector community. And, you know, to help collectors like yourself build your collections. Whether it's with a space holder filler or an upgrade to what you already have. So, until next time, like I said, I have some really cool videos planned on my personal collection. I'm working on another book as we speak now, and I'll make an announcement of that after the first of the year, exactly what it is, but it has to do with the hobby. And make sure you pick up my book. It's available now on Walmart.com as well, so you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Walmart.com now. And you know, it's a fun read. I get really good feedback on it. It's got a 5-star rating on Amazon, and you know, lots of reviews. And you know, if you're a passionate collector, I think you'll really connect with a lot of the stories that are in there. My upbringing in the 60s and 70s, and how I got into collecting, you know, as a child, and how I started as an adult in the early 90s. And you know, here I am now today, still 28 plus years later. Really still enjoying this as much as I did when I was 8 years old, back in July 1968, when I got my first Redline Hot Wheel. All right, who would have thunk? So take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to to like this video, share it with your friends, and please be sure to subscribe to the channel so not to miss any more really cool videos coming up. There's going to be some informational stuff I'm going to do coming up. I've just been slammed with collections, and I know everyone likes to see these videos and the unveilings of these collections as they come out to see the light for the first time in 50 years to the collector community. I enjoy doing them, and it's my pleasure to keep this hobby fun, exciting, and really interesting. So, like I said, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification every time one of my videos are put up on YouTube. Have a great weekend, and 2 more collections to go, and I'm still working on a few other ones. So we'll see. You'll see more videos coming up over the next week. Take care, everybody. Happy hunting, and I hope you get a nice little capture like